What's good with it? In the hood with it. Cooking with the gun. You already know what it is. Today I'm making a little special meal right here. I got the salsita cooking up. Jalapenos. Of course, you know I had to use the serranos as well. Little garlic roasting. Little tomate. You know what it is, man. It's about to go down. And the menudo está in a direct fashion. Now what I'm making today is some pollo, some arroz on the side, some Spanish rice, some pollo con chile. Now I don't know about you guys. I don't know what you make. I definitely don't know what you make, right? But what I do know is what I make. And what I make is the real deal Holyfield, right? And I do everything fresh. You know, I'm not one of those, when I go to a Mexican restaurant, one of the vatos, man, I like it fresh. I like everything. I don't like the, you know, get a rope. I don't use that get a rope, that, what is that, paste picante. I don't get down like that. I know there's some woods, brother, that like paste. I like paste picante, Gunner, brother. Come on, well, I don't. That's on la tira. I like it fresh. So I got my tomates, my garlic, my jalapenos and everything roasting up. After I roast them up, and you guys seen that. If you haven't seen that, man, I dropped a video on my chile. Make sure you guys tap in because it's the real deal Holyfield, right? With 2 ears. What I do is I roast my chile up, and then of course I add my cebolla, my cilantro, my limon, and of course the special caldo de pollo. Mix them on up. Boom. After I boil it, my salsa is done. Okay, it's pura. I guarantee it. And then what I'll do is I'll fry up the chicken. I'll fry up the chicken and I'll pour that salsa up over the chicken. Real deal Holyfield, right? And let it marinate and just cook for about 45 minutes in the chile. Soak up all that chile. Then I'll make my arroz on the side. I'm going to show you a little bit about everything that I do. You know, you'll see I'm making the chile right now. Then I'll show you guys how I put the pollo on it. Then again, I get down with the pollo. My pollo game is immaculate. But you can't fuck with me when I'm doing the pollo. The pollo game is good, right? The funky chicken. Orale, shout out to the homeboy, rest in peace. You know, pollo loco. But I get down in a real way. But it all starts from scratch, gente. Now I wanted to tell you guys something. When you're in prison, right? You don't get these amenities. See, you don't get to really get down like this. If you're smart, you got a little hot pot, you clip them on down. Now you've made your fryer, throw a little butter to it. Boom, fry you some bologna for the fried bologna sandwiches. Make you some, hey, you want some grilled cheese, I say? Está bueno. You know what I mean? You get your little grilled cheese sandwich on, or whatever the case may be, but you don't get to enjoy the luxuries of cooking a home-cooked meal to the head. Now, I know a lot of people, I got my abuelita, she cooks good, right? Well, take your ass to your abuelita's house and go get you some of that good cooking. Me, myself, see, my abuelita is not right here. So I'm going to do for myself like what a real man does, because that's just what it is. So I'm going to roast my own chile, do my own thing, and at the same time, I'm going to continue to be myself. Look at the garlic. The garlic game is real. Got to have the roasted garlic in it. If you don't, pensa la tira, then you don't know what it is. But since I have you guys here, captivated, right, I thought that for no other reason I should tell a little story. And this story is about this chick that couldn't cook worse shit, right? So, you know, I get out, 1996, I get out of YA, and Mongolian was on top. Mongolian, I was swanging, right? And, you know, first thing I get out, and I didn't go, I went to my abuelita's house to go eat, right? I ate some chile con carne, it was bomb, some arroz, some frijol, and I was gone. I was out of there. Well, a couple weeks later, my homeboy hooks me up with this chick. She weighs a little bit. Her weight was a little abnormal. You know what I mean? She's about 280, you know, from eating gravy. But at the same time, she looked good. And I was on Bangladesh. So, you know what I'm saying? I crept up on her like the creeper, banked to the ground, and I got her in the sleeper. It only takes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the job is done. And I grabbed the keys and I'm opening, right? So I was getting my twerk on with her. She definitely was about that. But the hyena couldn't cook worth shit, right? So I remember after kicking it with her, she lived in these apartments called the Meadows Apartments. They were in the Enemiga hood. Okay, see, in my neighborhood on the west side, we got the Merced Commons. Anyone that's from the Merced, they'll tell you, we got the Commons. That's our hood apartments. Everyone doesn't live there. If you ain't lived in the Commons, okay, you might not even be from the hood. Now on the other side of the Loughborough area, you have the Meadows. Them's is toe up. That's rats, roaches, and shiesty approaches over there. Too many roaches, right? We don't even got those type of roaches on the west side. Straight up. Them are different. They're big. They fly and shit. But anyway, so this chick lived over there. So I remember going to her pad. It was already a no-no just to be over there because I might get spotted by the enemy. But at the same time, you know, you never know. You know, even the rats will gangbang on you. They be walking in and doing this thing, I mean, you just never know what it is. So anyways, I'm over there, and she was like, hey, I'm going to cook for you. I'm going to make you some chile, homemade. I'm going to make you some of this and some of that. So I was all for it. Let's get it. You know, why not? Let me hit it. Now, the hit game was real. That she was good at. Where she learned, to what degree of learning, I don't know, but it was knowledge that I definitely didn't get in college. But sabes que, we did extracurricular activities around that refrigerator. I'm going to let you know that for a fact. And hers was better than mine. Mine's old school. Hers was stainless steel, if you know what I mean. I gave it a pill. Okay, 11. So anyways, we're doing our thing. And that was good. She was like, let me cook for you, babe. Babe, after the first date. Oh, honey, whatever. Just make me something to eat. And I remember she was going to throw some ribs in the oven. She was going to make some salsa with some arroz and some frijoles. And, you know what I mean? I was already dancing. Dancing on the ceiling. What a feeling, right? What a feeling to be out of jail after doing so many years for a murder case and to have some big fat chick cook for you. It's like a dream come true, right? Wrong, right? I started to smell ammonia. And I knew at that moment, either she was mopping the floor and con pine sol or something else was happening. To what degree of aroma was I smelling? Well, I'm going to tell you what I was smelling. This hyena was over roasting her chiles, burning stuff. I walked into the kitchen like, hey, like this, watch out. Going on pinche Mongolian, all flamed up. Hey, you know, I know I'm a gang member shit, but same time, that don't look right. You know what I mean? She was like, no, get out of the kitchen. I know what I'm doing. Do I look like this because I don't know what I'm doing? I said, well, yeah, I mean, you are a little overweight. Let me Michael Jack up out of here. So I did the Michael Jack. Moonwalked up out of there, let her do her thing. What she proceeded to do, gente, right, was an atrocity. It was an abomination to the Mexicano lifestyle. This hyena toe it up in the kitchen. And I don't mean toe it up from the flow it up, right? I mean she toe it up, right? She brings me this plate, this plato, and I mean I was smelling all kinds of smells. You know what I mean? At one point in time, I had my hand on the door. I was about to get up out of there. Between the roaches and her cooking, I didn't know what was worse. I mean, the roaches already had me in the corner PC'd up, and then she's doing her thing. So I was like, damn, I'm on the phone with the homie. You know what I mean? This is 96. We got those Motorola flip phones. I'm on the phone with the homeboy Singular Cellular talking about, hey, bro, hey, this chick can't cook. Food smells crazy over here. The homie's like, oh, no, she gets down. Fool, look at her. Look at her. You could tell. I was like, oh, no, I'm going to take your word for it, bro. But every time I took your word for it, I get time. So let me see what's going on here. This chick brought me a plato, a plate, right? When she brought me this plate, smoke, Holmes. I inhaled smoke. I felt like I was in a fire, like a building was burning down. The pinche ribs were just bone. There was no carne on the ribs. To what degree of 99-cent store she went to get these ribs, I don't know. There was no carne, right? The chile was not, it was mush, if you know what mush is, right? And I'm not talking about Sandy mush, the laca, I'm talking about mush. Straight pudding. Her arroz, was it con leche? Because it was just, it was like creamy. You know what I mean? It was more like crema for the tacos. Every bite I took, I suffered, I said. And when I say I suffered, I mean, send me back to the pen. I'd rather be sitting in Folsom, just doing time. Like, man, I'll take the SOS here. The cat food y todo. That's how bad it was. Never judge a book by its cover. Never think just because the chick is gorda and she looks all good and she knows how to sway, right? That she knows how to cook. Because I'm going to tell you right now, to what degree of her jefita not teaching her? The highest degree. The wind definitely was not blowing in that house when it came to cooking. Oh, something was blowing all right. She was good at that, you know what I mean? But she wasn't good at cooking. So she definitely told me up. Chorro? That's not even a question. Did I have chorro, you ask? Well, what you think, yes? I'm here turning a tomate over, and that's what I just did right there was more moves than she did in the kitchen. I'm gonna tell you that. That's facts. So she just told me up. And I'm look at the type of person I've always been. I'm real, gente. I keep it 100% real. I'm for really though, for surely though. And I was like, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. She was like, was it good? I said, no, it wasn't. You know, it wasn't good. It was great. You know what I mean? You got sometimes you gotta wiggle. It's not lying. It's called denying the truth. It's a little something different. It's called putting tapatio on it. You know, which I should have put on her food because her shit was messed up, toe up. Man, look at these tomatoes. They look good. The jalapeno, if I could just show you guys. Let me show you guys. That's on Latina. How I get down. You gonna feel me? Look at it. Watch out. The roast game is real. Look. You see? You see how I do it? She needs to step her game up. Fence up for the old school stove. You know what I mean? It'd be like that sometimes. Let me sit back up over here. because I'm real. So anyways, this chick, yeah, she definitely, I'll never forget that day. You know, I remember one time she tried to cook cereal. Hey, I was like, hey, you got oatmeal? You know what I mean? Because I was like, she can't mess oatmeal up. It said just a little water, a little leche, a little peanut butter, a little butter. You can't go wrong, right? It's instant. It instantly cooks itself. Just throw some water in it. This Heine was like, no, I don't think I got oatmeal. Wait up. Yeah, I'll hook you up some oatmeal. Remember the alphabet cereal? This chick put a whole bunch of alphabet cereal with milk and tried to stir it until it got all soggy and said, here, it's just like oatmeal. There definitely was no oats or no meal going on there. I never went back. That was the one time I said, oh, I'm good with this. But anyways, you know, when I cook, every time I cook, because it's a luxury to me, I get to thinking about the times when I suffered. And that was definitely suffering. I thought I ate toothpaste in my cell in the oil that tasted better than her food. You know what I mean? Aquafresh, shout out, respect. Because she told me backwards. You know, it was like a good, head game was immaculate. You know what I mean? The bond was just right. But it was a guaranteed chorro session every time I went to her pad. And, you know, that was not how I was trying to live my best life. But, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. I understand, gente, that's part of the game. Anyways, ooh, that garlic is popularizing. The popularization is real down. Look at the jalapenos exploding on me. That's when you know you're doing something right. Anyways, you know, that's what I wanted to speak on today, man. Just a little quick video on that. Or, you know, I'll show you guys exactly how this food turns out. When it's done, I'll do it short and let you guys know. But believe when I tell you, gente, you know, grasp your freedom. Love your freedom, gente. Let me put this up so you guys can see me, because you need to look at me when I'm talking to you, right? Don't mind the top of my refrigerator. That's just a Juanita's taco chips. Love your freedom, gente. You know, explore the opportunity to try something new. You know, the whole time you're locked up, you're incarcerated. A real one's like, damn, I can't wait to get out and eat this and do that. And not all of us are lucky to find a hyena to do that with. Sometimes you have to go out on a limb, Holmes, and do your own thing. Do your own thing. Yes, it's just what it is. I definitely have. I enjoy being able to get in the kitchen and cook myself a meal. I enjoy the fact that, you know, I don't have to go to no torta's house to get a torta. And now when I do, you know what I mean, I just get straight to it. Do you want to eat? Just give me that. I said, okay, I'm gone. I don't know, I back up like this because I don't want no problem. That's just how it be like. Anyways, with that being said, hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I'm going to continue to do what I does right here. Later on, I'll drop a short. I'll show you the pollo and the arroz, because the arroz game and the pollo game is a whole different story when it comes to the gun. I am good at what I do in the hood with what I do. Anyways, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Take heed. Listen to the warnings. Don't trust a big butt and a smile, because usually she didn't get it from eating in the kitchen. She got it from McDonald's. That's it. Bang, bang. Remember that. If you like this, hit that like and subscribe. Gunner's Profiles. If not, get at me with the thumbs down. It's going to be the head worst crew. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I honestly and truly believe in, and that's getting down right here in the cocina with Chef Gun Gun. Bang, bang. You already know what it is, man. I'm going to maintain. Do what you does, because at the end of the day, only you can do it for yourself. Like and subscribe, or thumbs down. Head is going to be the head that wears the crown. Continue to strive and struggle for your people. That's what I do. Now I'm going to get you cooking. I'm going to make it happen. It's going to be bomb. And best believe, I'm going to tell you all about it on the live tonight. The gun. Bang, bang.